Hi everybody, I'm Anika Goyle. I am from Royersford, Pennsylvania. I am in group 128 here in Thailand, and I am a youth and development volunteer, or YIND. This is my site, Sikirimat Sukhothai. I brought you guys to my favorite spot in my whole site. This reservoir is about a 10-minute bike ride from my house, so I try and come here as often as possible, either by myself or with my favorite kitties, just to get away, and it's always nice to just have a spot like that. So yeah, let's get started. I identify as an Indian American, dot not feather, and as a female. It's a pretty typical response of I joined the Peace Corps just for that grand life experience, getting out of my comfort zone, doing something different. After college, I was just ready for just something more, and I've always been interested in working with kids and of course the traveling aspect of it, but just being able to really be a part of another culture and understand people from different parts of the world, being able to offer help. And then also I knew it was a life-changing experience for me, so I was really into that. Highlight of my service so far would definitely be when my family came to visit. They came back in December, and the best part of their visit was bringing them to my site. They stayed a few nights here, and that was just so cool. Just introducing my family to my host family was such a great experience. One of the best memories of it too is just one of the nights we were having a big dinner for everyone in my village, and my host mom and my mom are cooking. I'm helping them in there. My pa and my dad are helping. My brothers are playing with the kids and the puppies. It was really cool. My mom was making her Indian chicken curry while my May was making her Thai chicken curry. So it was just a really cool moment to be able to share with them, just because I love my host family and I love my life here at site. Sorry for that. I love my life here at site, and I was super proud to be able to show that to my family. And they also got to meet part of my Peace Corps family, which was just as special. So that's been a really great part of my service. Yeah, it definitely has. Indian culture and Thai culture are actually very similar in many aspects when it comes to being a collectivist culture, kind of the respect for elders and hierarchy, the abrasiveness when it comes to commenting on appearance and things like that. Those are all things I'm used to from my Indian culture, and so that actually helped me adjust really well coming here, because it wasn't anything new. So it's a good and bad thing. It's good because I'm not used as a prop here. They don't use me to want to just take pictures and show off the farang in their community, which I'm really glad it's that way. I blend in, which is nice. But the bad side of it is they don't think I'm a real American. My skin's not white, my hair's not blonde, so sometimes they still don't believe me that I say I'm American. They're like, no, you're just Indian. So that's just been a process of explaining to them, the diversity in America and all of that. But I'd say my identity has definitely impacted my service. Definitely. As for myself, my service has just shown me so much of what I'm capable of. I'm so proud of everything I've accomplished, especially through all the challenges and ups and downs I've had in the past year. And so I'm very proud of myself for the work I've done. It also just kind of helps me realize how much I can handle for in the future, and just what direction I want my life to go in from here. As for my identity, it makes me want to get more in touch with my Indian culture. I mean, growing up, I don't know about all minorities, but a lot of Indian kids that I know, a big thing for us was just not wanting to stick out, not wanting to be different. So I often hid the fact that I was, or not hid, but I tried to cover up the fact that I was Indian. I didn't like that my mom made me Indian food for lunch, or I didn't want to wear my Indian outfits. But anyways, now being here and experiencing another culture so intensely makes me want to do the same with my own culture and really get in touch with my own roots. My service has made me miss that Indian side of me. I miss my mom's food. I miss my grandma yelling at me in Gujarati. I miss listening to Indian music, especially because sometimes music's not so great. But yeah. So I'll be honest, initially when a challenge comes, I get frustrated, I get pissed off, I get annoyed, but you gotta take a deep breath. And the best way to handle things is, with an open mind and patience and flexibility for sure. A big thing I've tried to do when it comes to challenges with working with Thai people is just putting myself in their shoes and viewing things through their lens, just really trying to understand where they're coming from, because usually it's from a good place. Like, usually it is because they care about you, and I just need to remember that. And so that's how I try and deal with challenges when they arise at site, and I would definitely suggest to do that. I have a bunch. It depends all on the challenge. Venting, calling friends, boyfriend, my mom, definitely just needing to get it all out. Exercise, whether it's a run or yoga or just something to cause another motorcycle. Exercise is always helpful. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you need a good crying session. Sometimes you just need to Netflix and chill and relax, and that'll help you cope. It just depends on the situation, but I've always found those things very helpful. Offer future volunteers would definitely be just be open to change. Just be open to the fact that so many things aren't gonna go the way you want, aren't gonna go the way you expected, and that's okay. It still can have a positive and successful impact. I think as Americans, we tend to want things to go our way and a certain way, and if it's not that way, it's chaos. Kind of embrace that chaos and be open to that change and be flexible and be open-minded. I mean, don't let it get to the point where you're a pushover, because I've also done that. But just be willing to just go with the flow. I know that's so cliche, but it's true when you're here. Oh, hi, I think she's trying to get in the shot to say hi. Want to say hi? Hi. Okay. And so yeah, that would just be my advice to future volunteers. If I could go back and give myself some advice, it's just that remembering that 2 years seems like a long time, but it's really not. It's not a long enough time to see tangible results. We're here and doing the work we want to do, but just to keep in mind, you might not see the work you're doing have a positive effect or impact on anyone while we're here, and that's okay. Just keep on going, and remembering that down the line, years, months, decades from now is when your service could possibly impact someone here. So just keeping that in mind, because sometimes you do get a little discouraged while you're here, saying that you're not going to see anything you do while you're here. You're not going to do a big project or big camp. That's okay. Just the relationships you make and all those things, that's what matters, because those are going to be the things that affect people later on in your community. So I recently finished up Viktor Frankl's A Man's Search for Meaning, and reading about the 5 love languages, which were both really cool just for understanding, being able to relate to current situations, and also just being able to learn how to get along with people more, how to love better, whether it's romantically or just with friendships or with children. The love languages was really helpful just when it comes to understanding people. And I think soon I'm going to try and start The Alchemist. Not going to lie, I know it's going to be hard with school starting up soon, but that one's next on my list. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks, guys, and I hope that was interesting or helpful in any way. Let me know if you ever want to come visit or ever need anyone to talk to. Bye!
Have you eaten yet?